For retirement, it's important to be organized. There's so much that we need to address before we retire. And quite frankly, it can be overwhelming for a lot of people. I don't blame you. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 areas to address to set ourselves up for success in retirement. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name's Isaiah Riel, financial advisor with Laguna Wealth Advisors. In this video, I'm sharing with you 3 areas to address to set ourselves up for success when it comes to retirement. Area number 1 to address: have a retirement plan. Now, I know that's a very broad explanation. Let's break that down. If I had to make a retirement plan for someone on one page, what would I include on that to have a well-balanced retirement plan? I think there's 4 things. The first thing I put on there is this: know our retirement needs. That's going to be our expenses, our costs for retirement. Include your fixed costs, so the mortgage and everyday bills, and include your lifestyle retirement costs. So those are things that you want to do and spend monies on to make that retirement enjoyable for yourselves. Know that on a monthly basis, know that on an annual basis. The second thing I would put on that retirement plan is our cash flow. What money are we going to be having coming in on a regular basis to satisfy those retirement needs? So how much are we going to be having coming in from our retirement savings on a monthly basis? Are we available to have Social Security? And if so, how much? Are we going to have a pension coming in, or perhaps rental property coming in, to name a few examples? Know what cash flow we're going to have coming in and see if that satisfies the needs that we have for our retirement. The third thing I'd put on that retirement plan would be, what is your risk tolerance? So now that we know our needs and also to a cash flow, we need to make sure that when it's time to invest our investments, that we have the right risk available to that. So there's a lot of questionnaires that we can do to have that risk tolerance. I suggest Riskalyze is a great example for that. Go online, see what type of risk that we are. And the fourth thing that I would put in that retirement plan is, what type of rate of return do we need for our investments to satisfy our long-term goals? Now, let me break that down. We know the needs, so we know what we need on a monthly and an annual basis for retirement. We know what our cash flow is. Now we know what our risk tolerance is. We need to make sure we have the right combination of investments to satisfy all those needs. In this part, I do suggest talking with a financial advisor to make sure that we have the right combination of investments in place. But those are the 4 areas I'd put down in a retirement plan to get us going on a good start. The second area I would cover for a successful retirement would be investment management. Now, I covered a little bit of that briefly with risk tolerance and rate of return that we need, but let's break that down even further. It's important we have the right combination of investments in place. So, for example, if we are, let's say, conservative with our investments, make sure you have investments that satisfy that conservative risk tolerance: bonds, money market funds, perhaps a small amount of equities for growth. Make sure we have the right combination to satisfy those needs, because if you're conservative, I don't think we want the ups and downs of the markets on a daily basis as much as other people do when it comes to their portfolios. As an example too, maybe we're moderate, so we want a combination of both growth and income. Let's make sure we have the right investments in place, a portion that helps grow the portfolio long-term, hopefully, and then a portion that generates income for us on a regular basis for our retirement. So investment management is going to be a big piece when it comes to areas for retirement. And the third area to cover for a successful retirement is communication and monitoring. Like many other things in life, we have to communicate effectively. Our spouse, our significant other, by communicating effectively, we're on the same path. Same thing has to be done with our investments. If we're working with a financial advisor, communicate with them regularly and effectively. Make sure the advisor is monitoring the investments on a regular basis so it satisfies those needs, the goals, and the wants for ourselves. If we're doing this ourselves, let's set aside the time so that we are monitoring these investments properly, so that again, it satisfies the needs, the goals, and the wants for ourselves moving forward. This is part 1 of part 4 of this video series of setting ourselves up for success for our retirement. Today we're laying the groundwork. In the upcoming videos, we're going to go into detail in those 3 areas that I shared with you. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.